Hello everyone, my name is Saint Jimmy and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing on this channel where I just turn on a microphone and ramble on about absolutely nothing for about 10 minutes and put random footage behind it. So today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who. Doctor Who is something I'm very passionate about, and if you don't know, there has been a new series that came out recently, Series 11, and I'm going to review Series 11. So what do I think of Series 11? Well, Series 11, it was, I guess, is how I'll describe it. It was a good season of television, but it was a bad season of Doctor Who. And that is because, well, primarily I think it's because, you know, the standard of writing in this season just hasn't been up to scratch. The ideas and the actual implementation of those ideas into stories and episodes, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good. You know, and I think the best example of this is the Saranga Conundrum. What even was that episode? It was just a weird creature that looked dumb was just destroying a ship, and there was just a random guy, and it was a man, just a random man giving birth in the corner. Why did that exist? Why did they make that? That is so dumb. And another one, Arachnids in the UK. I mean, it wasn't the worst episode of the season. That honor goes to the Saranga Conundrum. But giant spiders that came to be because of toxic waste dump. Wow, what a creative idea! I've never heard of that one before. And you know, this isn't the case for all the episodes. It Takes You Away is the best episode of the season, and it's just like, wow. The amount of ideas, that should have been a two-parter. That episode was great. And Kablam as well, the ideas there, just that weird, it's like Space Amazon, except it was evil and the robots wanted to kill you, except it wasn't, it was the super intelligent AI or something. I'm rambling and not making any sense. I think another problem with this series, there were no two-parters, even for the finale. In every season since the reboot of Doctor Who, there has been a two-parter or a three-parter as the finale, and this time we just get one episode. And I don't think you can set up a whole plot and a whole setting and then do a meaningful resolution, at least for a finale of Doctor Who. I just don't think you can do it. And they try to do it here, and it's not the worst episode ever, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not great. Now, there's something I haven't mentioned so far, and that's the new Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor, and she is the first female Doctor ever. You know, I thought if there was going to be problems with this season, it was going to be with the transition between a male and a female Doctor. Because while I didn't think a female Doctor was necessarily bad, I thought the role has been traditionally played by a male, so there may be a few road bumps while transitioning to the new gender of a Doctor. But there wasn't, surprisingly that wasn't the main problem with this series. Jodie's performance was fine. It wasn't amazing, it was fine. So yeah, there's that. The companions. Graham's great. Graham's gotten a lot of praise and he deserves it. He's just great. Graham is just, he's just a lovable character. He's detailed, he's a deep character. You can tell emotionally where he's at and why he's doing the things they're doing. Ryan and Yaz, they're fine. Ryan's pretty good. Yaz is just sort of there. Neither of them detract from the episode, so that's good, I guess. The filmography and the cinematography and the music, they're all great. Those are the best part of the season by far. It's just everything looks beautiful, everything sounds beautiful. The sound design is perfect for the scenes at hand, apart from the Saranga Conundrum, but that's its own weird thing in the corner. What else? Yes, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, the first episode. That was that was as good as it needed to be. It had a shit ton of viewers. It had like 11 million, which is crazy. But, you know, it's not the best intro to a new Doctor ever. The best one was the 11th Hour, but it wasn't the worst. The worst was Deep Breath. It was miles better than Deep Breath. It did what it needed to do, and it was a fairly entertaining episode as well. So, you know, pretty good. And then we get into the Ghost Monument, and that's a slightly better episode, actually quite a bit better. And that's got some of the better ideas here too. The implementation of those ideas is a little bit subpar, but that's a pretty good episode. And the last episode I wanted to talk about specifically was Rosa. Now, disclaimer here, the political opinions that, or political positions that Rosa was portraying, I don't disagree with. That's not my problem with the episode at all. My problem with the episode is that it's a bad episode. Well, okay, it's not the worst thing ever, but the villain, he's just a space racist. What? Like, this is not a good enough villain. You know, I don't know, it's just... I guess I have a problem with Doctor Who making a political statement about the modern day at all. And they really were taking a side, by the way. That weird pop song that they played in the final scene, which was really pointless, ruined the scene. But that pop song was the unofficial anthem of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, I'm not saying I have a problem with Black Lives Matter, but you're getting political when you include tracks like that. And I just don't like Doctor Who getting political. I guess it's just a personal opinion for me, but I don't know, I just don't like it. A lot of people, Rosa was their favourite episode of the season. It's not mine, unfortunately. My favourite is It Takes You Away. That is such a great episode. I don't see it getting enough love. It's just, I was on the edge of my seat all through that episode, and it was fucking crazy. If you want to watch a single episode from this season, watch that. It's really weird, and it might get a bit confusing, but I just find it's so good. Anyway, the one final thing I'm going to talk about is Chris Chibnall, the new showrunner of Doctor Who. He's not great. Or at least he wasn't great in this season. I don't know. He's the one who's had most of the writing this season. And his episodes were the worst. Well, two of his episodes, the two worst episodes of the season, or rather even the three worst episodes of the season, were all his. And, the best two, maybe even three, weren't. So, I don't know. He's not very good, I guess. That's just what I think. And okay. Another mistake of the season. I'm rambling, but I don't care. I'm going to continue. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes of the season were all Chris Chibnall. And there's only 10 episodes of the season. And the finale's written by him too. So, yeah. He had too much to do. And I think it really didn't serve well for the season. Yeah. So, I think that's the end of my little rant here. All in all, I think as a Doctor Who season relative to the other ones, I think I'd give it a 3 or a 4 out of 10. It's not great. It's not the worst Doctor Who season ever. The worst Doctor Who season ever is season 8. That has no redeeming qualities about it. Here, at least, there are amazing episodes. But just not enough of them, and the finale is just not good enough. At least a New Year's special. Not doing a Christmas special this year, they're doing a New Year's special. At least a New Year's special was, it looks really cool. So, that's good, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little ramble here. If you didn't watch it because it's not my normal stuff, I totally understand. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and goodbye, I guess.